So you're thinking about moving to Houston. First of all, welcome, future neighbor, but hey, let's not romanticize this just yet. Before you start dreaming of backyard barbecues and HEB runs, there are some things you absolutely need to know. I'm Jenn Dodds, your no-fluff, full-disclosure Texas Realtor, and I help folks move here every single day. And let me tell you, Houston is amazing, but it's also a whole thing. Most people are surprised by at least one of these 7 things, and I want you to be ready. So let's break it down, the 7 things you need to know before you move to Houston. Let's go. Okay, y'all, first and foremost, the weather. It's no joke. Houston doesn't have seasons. We have hot, hotter, rain, surprise cold front, and then is that a hurricane? The heat, it's relentless. Humidity, it sticks to your skin. You're going to sweat in places you didn't even know you could sweat. If you're moving from somewhere like Denver or Seattle, prepare to be personally attacked by this weather. Summer starts in May here, guys, and it doesn't tap out until late October, sometimes November. But here's the thing. We're built for it. We've got AC blasting 24/7, ceiling fans in every room, community pools are everywhere. But then there's hurricane season, June through November. You're going to hear words like spaghetti models and storm surge on the news. Most storms are going to be no big deal, but every few years, we get one that reminds us who's the boss. You don't need to panic. You do need to plan, though. You need to have batteries, bottled water, know your flood zone, and yes, download the weather app and actually use it. If you can survive your first August here, you can handle anything. It's massive, like massive, y'all. Houston is the 4th largest city in the U.S., but not just in population. I'm talking square mileage. You can drive for 90 minutes and you're still going to be in Houston. We've got suburbs that feel like small cities. We've got Katy, Cypress, Sugar Land, The Woodlands, Pearland, League City, and each one has its own vibe, traffic flow, schools, and price range. Houston isn't one big city. It's a collection of little lifestyles, and you got to find the one that fits you. Commuting, it's a factor. Public transportation, it's not good here. You're going to be driving a lot. So when people say it's only 15 miles, I ask, what time of day are you going? Because that might mean 22 minutes or an hour and 10 if there's a wreck. If you want peace and quiet, look to the outer suburbs. You want walkability? You're going to check out the Heights, Midtown, Montrose, or Edo. It's just not about how cute the house is. It's about how your life fits into the map. Okay, y'all, the housing market is wild, but in a good way. So let's talk homes because, that's kind of my thing. Houston is still way more affordable than other major cities, but it's also very complicated. First, we have no formal zoning. That means you can have $1 million home, and it might be right next to a strip center, a church, a goat pasture, all in the same block. Some people love the freedom, others not so much. Second, our tax rates vary. Some neighborhoods have MUDs or PIDs. Those are extra fees for the infrastructure. So that gorgeous new build in a master plan community could come with a 3.2% tax rate or higher. Third, you need to know what stage of growth of the area you're in. Some suburbs are established, others are up and coming, or just plain speculative. And don't even get me started on builders. Some are fantastic, others really cut corners. I always walk clients through resale versus new construction, tax impact, HOA rules, and appreciation trends. It's more than granite countertops and square footage. It's about buying smart. Anyone can find a house, but what I want to do is find you a home that helps you build wealth and something you're actually happy in. Okay, y'all, you need a flood plan, not just flood insurance. Houston floods. It does. We're flat, we're built on clay, and when it rains, it pours. Even if a house has never flooded, you need to look at elevation, drainage, nearby developments, FEMA flood maps, and historical insurance claims. Just because you can get flood insurance doesn't mean the house is a good bet. And just because flood insurance is required doesn't mean it's risky. Sometimes it's cheap protection. I had a client who almost backed out of a house because the home required flood insurance. We pulled the elevation cert. It was only $500 a year, totally worth it for peace of mind. Houston has done a ton of flood mitigation, retention ponds, bayous, smarter development, but water will always be a part of life here. So don't skip this step. It's not sexy, guys, but it's so incredibly smart. Okay, y'all, the culture is diverse here and the food is elite. So let's switch gears. Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the country. You're going to hear a dozen languages at the grocery store. There are entire communities built around cultural identity. And the food, it's a whole love language. You have tacos, you have pho, you have Nigerian jollof, halal barbecue, Venezuelan arepas, sushi, southern fried chicken, sometimes all on the same block. We really well here. We've also got museums, international festivals, faith communities, and every kind of music and art you can possibly imagine. People show up for each other. Whether it's a food truck, a local market, or a small business, Houstonians support their own. That's not just culture, it's a community, y'all. Okay, y'all, schools are not a one-size-fits-all. If you've got kids, you need to pay close attention. There are 20 public school districts zoned to the greater Houston area, and that is just the beginning. Now you got to layer on the charter schools, the magnet programs, private schools, early college high schools, even homeschool co-ops. The options are endless, but they're not interchangeable. This is not going to be a one-size-fits-all situation. Sure, at greatschools.com, ratings might catch your eye, but that number doesn't tell the whole story. Ratings are just a small snapshot, guys. You gotta dig deeper. You gotta visit that campus. You need to talk to the teachers. You need to ask about curriculum, culture, and support services. You need to look into the programs like dual language, STEM, GT, special education, athletics, or fine art. Every child is different, and that right school for your kid may not be the one with the highest score. It's the one where they're gonna thrive. And don't forget, school boundaries can change, and they do all the time. That dream home zoned to a top-rated school today might be on a completely different map after the next round of rezoning. If a school matters to your family, we need to talk about that early before you fall in love with a home that's not a match for your educational priorities. Your dream home and your dream school might not be next door to each other, but my job is to help you find that right balance because both of those items matter. Okay, y'all, Texans are friendly, but we drive like we're in the Fast and the Furious. So again, we're super friendly. We're going to smile at you at the grocery store. We're going to start conversations at the gas station. We're probably going to invite you to our crawfish boil and offer to help you move. But once we're behind the wheel, watch out, guys. It's a whole different story. Houston drivers are fast. We're aggressive, and most people are allergic to blinkers here. So we love our big trucks. If you're in a compact car, prepare to feel like a toy. And let's not forget about the toll roads. We got a bunch of them. Each one costs money. Each one has their own system. Driving here is part NASCAR and part scavenger hunt. But you're going to get used to it. Just give yourself some buffer time, use Waze, and when someone cuts you off, bless their heart and keep on moving. So there you have it, the 7 things you need to know about Houston. Houston's wild, wonderful, chaotic, sweaty, diverse, and it's growing like crazy. And guys, it's not for everyone, but for a lot of people, it's home. If you're thinking about moving to Houston, I'd love to help. I'm going to walk you through the neighborhoods, the taxes, the flood maps, the schools, the builder pros and cons, pretty much everything. So you can move here smart and not surprised. Like this video if it helped you and subscribe if you want more no-fluff real estate truth. And guys, drop a comment or reach out if you're making a move. I'm Jenn Dodds, your full disclosure, no-fluff, queso-loving Texas Realtor. Catch y'all next time.